competent leader, our incoming area director from next month onwards, the art of delegation. Art of delegation, Belinda.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Advanced Competent Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze.
Yes.
Today we shall be talking about art of delegation. When I mention the word delegation, what do you have in mind? What do you understand about delegation?
Management.
Tai Chi.
Management.
Management.
Leadership.
Leadership. What else?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Very good. So, to summarize all that, delegation means you pass a task, you assign a task, or you pass on a project to someone, and you empower the person to take up this project. So, before I move on further, let's see. Can anyone tell me, give me 5, what are the worst case scenario for delegation? What is the worst case scenario?
No monitoring.
No monitoring,
No guidelines.
no guidelines. What else?
Lack of leadership.
No result.
No result,
Lack of participation.
lack of no participation,
Lack of leadership.
lack of
Leadership.
leadership.
Yeah, no leadership.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So these are the worst case scenario. If I give you 5 steps in order to conquer all these worst case, would you be fine?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Now, I need someone. May I have Seki, please? These are the 5 steps to the art of delegation. And may I have Seki to rearrange based on the first step to the 5th steps. Which one do you think is the first step? Can everyone see the words?
Yes.
Which would you think is the first step? Okay. Why? Can you please explain why do you arrange it in such?
You first need to prioritize and to know what is required of you. And once you know what your task is, prioritizing means to put which one is more important ahead of the rest. So after that, once you have prioritized, you start assigning responsibility. Oh wait, sorry, you have to match the needs first. So you've got to start to match the needs based on the people who are working under you and to draw out the best in them, the strength. And once you have identified that, you have to assign them that responsibility. You have also got to make them accountable to whatever they've taken. And finally, when you have given the accountability and they know the seriousness of this, you empower and you grant authority for them to make decisions on your behalf. So,
Okay, very well explained. If I ask you, if I tell you that this is actually the 4th and this is actually the 5th, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? What do you understand about grant or authority?
if it was like this, it would mean that if something has screwed up, then you are accountable. So, yeah.
Alright, okay. This is actually the correct sequence.
Yeah, not bad.
80%.
80%.
80% correct. Please give him a round of applause.
On my way to become a leader.
Oh my goodness. Okay, why do I say that empower or grant authority is the 4th? Because based on this, because when you empower someone, you grant authority to the person. Let's say, for example, I grant authority to Ajipal to complete this project, and I give him full control. Alright, that is granting authority. So once I grant authority to him to complete the project fully, and therefore he is accountable. He is accountable. And I also have to follow up with him in order to make sure that he is accountable for whatever he has promised to accomplish. So, like Seki said, prioritizing, match needs, assign responsibility, empower and grant authority, and accountability. So after knowing all this, what is the best case that could happen?
Success.
Okay. So you have. So when there's no monitoring, then what is the best case? Independent. Alright, but you also empower them, right? Because you grant them authority. Motivated, yes. Motivated.
Trusted.
Trust.
Then you have trust. What else?
Productivity.
Productivity. Then, the next one?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Well done.
Relationship.
Good. So based on this, do you think the art of delegation is something that you can achieve? Something that you can do?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Because it's really easy. Alright, so now, when you match the needs, right, you have the match the needs to according to availability, and ability. Does anyone understand this?
Yes.
Alright, it's very clear cut, availability and ability. So once you have availability and ability, then you match them based on knowledge. Everyone understand knowledge? Okay? And you motivate. And you motivate them. Sometimes when a team, someone in your team doesn't, when they have the knowledge and they doesn't work to your plan because they are not motivated and they do not see your end goal. They do not agree to your goal. Therefore, they are not motivated. And once motivate, we have able. Able means when they are motivated, when they have knowledge, but are they able to accomplish that task that you have given them? Because sometimes they may not be able to accomplish due to they have other things on hand and they cannot achieve it. Alright? Then we have assign responsibility. What do you do when you assign responsibility? What do you do when you assign responsibility to the person?
Give us the split duties.
Yes. Describe the task.
Guidelines. The work scope. Expectations.
Expectations, good.
Guidelines.
Expectations, guidelines. Guidelines,
Excellent
that is the expectation. That is under expectation. Okay. All right. So,
Consequences.
sorry.
Consequences.
Consequences. Okay, good.
Somebody can get fired.
All right. So, does everyone understand this part? And have any questions so far? No? Cool. All right. So now, for empower and grant authority, as explained just now, all right? And then accountability. These two are very straightforward. So grant authority means, besides granting authority, you also need to set a expectation, such as when you grant authority to someone, you need to set a very specific expectation. Like, let's say I need Ajipal to help me do a budget, do an event, okay? Prepare for an event. The event will probably, I give him a budget of maybe 5,000 ringgit. But the budget that is, because of the inflation of the ringgit, and also because of the increases of prices, therefore the 5,000 ringgit may not be enough for that event itself. Hence, I told him, I advised him, if he needs anything more than 5,000 ringgit, he has to come see me and let me know before he can move on further. Alright? That is granting authority by setting expectation or rules so that he will not overrun. Okay? Then accountability. So all this being said, there's a USA general there's an USA officer who says that to empower your team, it is never to tell them how to do things, but tell them what to do, and they will surprise you with their ingenuity. Therefore, I hope you learned something about the art of delegation over here, and I shall pass back the floor to our Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.